Today we will discuss about derivative of second order. Here, second order derivative. Now we have already discussed derivative of a function. Suppose y equal to f of x is any function. Then, if we find the derivative of y with respect to x, dy by dx, then right hand side we are writing derivative of f of x with respect to x, and this is also denoted as this. So here, this one dy by dx or f dash of x is known as the first order derivative of y with respect to x, dy by dx. Now we can again differentiate this function. Okay. Now again, if we will again differentiate this, the first order derivative is this. So if you will again differentiate first order derivative with respect to x, then it is denoted by d2y by dx square. Okay, read as not d square. Read as d2y over d x square, which is known as the second order derivative of y with respect to x. Similarly, if you differentiate it again, you will get third order derivative. Okay. Similarly, you can get d3y by dx cube, d4x by dx to the power 4, etc. r. The next higher order derivative. So here generally what we will do, we will continue to differentiate the function two times. This is first time you will differentiate, you will get first order derivative dy by dx. If you again differentiate it, you will get second order derivative d2y by dx. Okay. So here, if y equal to f of x, then the second order derivative of y with respect to x is denoted by any of the following notation. First is this one, what? d2y by dx square. Okay, y, if y is d2y, or y2, or y double dash. Y double dash is also second order derivative, y2 d2, or f double dash, because y equal to f of x. So it will be f double dash. Okay. So we can denote the second order derivative by any of the notation. d2 by dx square or y2 or y double dash or f double dash or something. Okay. Now let us solve some example. Your technique is only this one. You have to differentiate a function 2 times to get the second order derivative. Okay. Now, so let me directly solve question from your exercise 5.7. The question is find the second order derivative of the following functions given in exercise 1 to 10. So first, it is question number 5. Here we write let y equal to x cube log x. Okay. This is first. Now, here we write differentiating both sides of 1 with respect to x, we get it is first you can write y dash because second order is this, so first order is y1 or y dash. We will get that product will use d by dx of x cube log x. So derivative of x cube is 3x square into log x plus x cube into derivative of log x is 1 by x, that is 3x square log x plus x square. You give it number 2. Again write again differentiating and 2 with respect to x, we get left hand side this is first order derivative, so 1 we will differentiate, we will get second order, we will write y double dash equal to it is d by dx of 3x square log x plus x square. Now again in the first one again we have to use the product rule, so this is 3 into derivative of x square is 2x into log x plus x square into derivative of log x is 1 by x plus derivative of x square is 2x. So this equal to, now it is 3 into 2. So to open the bracket, it will become 6x log x plus and x square by x, so x into 3, 3x plus 2x, that is 6x log x plus 5x. This will be the answer. Then question number 8. Y equal to tan inverse x. So dy by dx. See dy by dx of tan inverse x, and the rate of tan inverse x is 1 by 1 plus x square. Okay. Again differentiating, give it suppose number 1. Again differentiating 1 with respect to x, you get the d by dx of dy by dx left hand side equal to d by dx of 1 by 1 plus x square. So left hand side is what? d2y by dx square, you can write y double dash also, no problem. This equal to right hand side, it is in the form of 1 by x, so derivative of 1 by x is minus 1 by x square means 1 plus x square whole square into derivative of 1 plus x square is 2x, that is minus 2x by 1 plus x square whole square. Clear? Then question number 9. So y is log x. Okay. So this implies y dash is d by dx of log x. Now it is in the form of log x, where x is log x. So derivative of log x is 1 by x, means it is 1 by log x into, again derivative of log x is 1 by x, means it is 1 by x log x. Okay. Again y double dash means again we are differentiating this. So right hand side d by dx of 1 by x log x is equal to, now here we will use what? Cosine rule. So cosine rule, first the derivative of numerator 1, that is 0 into denominator 0 minus this one, numerator into derivative of denominator. So derivative of denominator will use product rule, x log x. So first derivative of x is 1 into log x, okay, plus x into derivative of log x, it is 1 by x, it is 1 by x log x square. So this will be the answer. Then so here in second order, actually second order derivative is easier than other. Just you find the first order derivative and then once again you differentiate it to get the second order derivative. This is the concept. Okay. Now here question number 11 to remaining questions are 17. We have to prove. And here I am solving only the main question. So question number 11 is, if y equal to 5 cos x minus 3 sin x, y equal to 5 cos x minus 3 sin x. Okay, then we have to prove that what d2y by dx square plus y equal to 0. Actually second order derivative, this is very easy. Why it is easy? Here always you will be given y, or your equation will be given and you have to prove something. So here what you will do, two methods are there to prove this type of question. First method is find first order derivative, second order derivative, and then put the value in the equation and check it whether it is satisfied or not. I mean here y is given and you have to prove y plus d2y by dx is equal to 0. So here what you have to do, y is given, you will find dy by dx, then d2y by, and then you add this and check whether the answer is 0 or not. That is direct method or for beginners, but that will be lengthy. And if another method is after simplification, in some cases, not in all, you can get the answer directly. So here technical technique is always in higher order derivative and proof type question, always give numbering of each and every equation. Suppose here the given one is 1, you take always y as 1 in this, because in some questions it is also used in the middle of the proof. So y is this. So we will find dy by dx. Now y dash. Y dash means d by dx of 5 cos x minus 3 sin. Derivative of cos is minus sin, so it will be minus 5 sin x and minus 3 cos x. Give it number 2. And y double dash d2y. Okay, y will write rational, that's why in maximum book it is used. because it will take space also congested. So y double means derivative of this second d by dx of minus 5 sin x minus 3 cos x. So derivative of sin x is cos x, so it is minus 5 cos x. Okay. And derivative of cos is minus sin, minus into minus. It will become what? Plus. Isn't it? Plus 3 sin x. Now, here is it is 5 cos x minus 3 sin x, minus 5 cos x plus 3 sin x. Now, you can write this implies y double dash equal to, now if you take minus common here, it will become what? 5 cos x minus 3 sin x. Now 5 cos x minus 3 sin x is which value? You see, number 1, it is y. You can write directly it is minus y. Now if you take this minus y to left hand side, what you are getting? Y double dash plus y equal to 0. What you require to prove? You check this. There. Otherwise, first y dash, then y double dash, then you will write y double dash this value plus this and check. So directly you will get the answer. Then number 12. Then you have to find second order derivative only in terms of y. So no x will be there. So here y dash. Y dash is d by dx of cos inverse x. Here, the derivative of cos inverse x is minus 1 by square root of 1 minus x square. Give it to y double dash. Y double dash will be what? Derivative of this d by dx of minus 1 by square root of minus 1 by x square. So this equal to, now it is minus 1. It is what? Which form? It is in the form of derivative of this 0 cosine root into this minus. Okay. But minus 1 we have taken common. This one. Now it is only 1 by this. So derivative of numerator 1 0 into this minus 1 into derivative of this one. So first it is in the form of root x. Derivative of root x is 1 by 2 root x into derivative of 1 minus x square. 1 minus x square is minus 2x whole divided by this is square of the denominator. So this is that 2 to cancel, minus into minus into minus, 3 minus are there, that is minus x by 1 minus x square to the power 3 by 2. This is 1 and half. Here. Now, how will you convert it in terms of y only? Here you see, polar measure, how will you convert it in terms of y? I can write it as here y equal to cos inverse x. So x will be cos y. Isn't it? So you can write this is minus cos y by 1 minus cos square y to the power 3 by 2 at x equal to cos y from 1. So this is equal to minus cos y by 1 minus cos square is sin square y to the power 3 by 2. So minus cos y by sin y. Here power 2 into q by 2, it is sin cube y. Now sin cube is sin into sin square. So minus cos by sin will become minus cot y into cosec square y. Okay. This will be question number 13. That is y equal to 3 cos log x. Y equal to 3 cos log x plus 4 sin log x. Give it number 1. Then we have to prove that x square y2, okay, plus x by 1 plus y equal to 0. See what? So here we have to prove x square y2 plus x by 1 plus y equal to 0. This you have to prove. So here proof is like this. It is given one. So first we will find differentiating 1 with respect to x. We get first it will be y1. Here this one, that's why I am writing denominator y1. Y1 means first order derivative equal to d by dx of 3 cos log x plus 4 sin log x. This implies that this is equal to, this is derivative of cos what is chain rule. So this is cos log x is minus sin log x, so minus 3 sin log x into derivative of log x is 1 by x. Similarly it is 4 cos log x whole divided by x. Now here you see, here always remember one general technique in solving problems on second order derivative. Always remember, whenever in the first order derivative, if right hand side is coming in p by q form, then always multiply the denominator with that opposite, means use the cross multiplication method, so that the calculation will be easy and you will get the answer directly. Otherwise, when you will take the second order derivative here, again you have to use the cosine rule and it will be complicated. So here you see denominator is same, so we will cross multiply. So it will become my x y1 equal to minus 3 sin log x plus 4 cos log x, and now you give it number. Then again you have to differentiate it to get second order derivative. Right, differentiating 2 with respect to x, we get d by dx of x y1 equal to d by dx of minus 3 sin log x plus 4 cos log x. Now the left hand side again product rule. So derivative of x is 1, 1 into y1 is y1 plus x into derivative of y1 is y2. Always remember, derivative of y1 is y2, derivative of y2 is y3, derivative of y3 is y4, so on and so forth. It will continue. Now right hand side it is minus 3 sin log x, derivative is cos log x by x, and derivative of cos log x is minus sin, so it will be again minus 4 sin log x by x. Now again you see denominator is same, so again you cross multiply, so it will become how much? X y1 plus x square y2 equal to, now here both terms are in negative sign, So if we take minus common, then it is 3 cos log x plus 4 sin log x. Now what is this value? 3 cos log x plus 4 sin log x is which are? Y. So this equal to minus y. This is from 1. Now you take this minus y to left hand side. So it will become x square y2 plus x y1 plus y is equal to 0. Direct. So actually this type of questioner is need to cross multiply. Okay, this is your proof. Then question number 16. It is an important question. Okay, all are important. Whichever I am solving, what this is more important. Here it is given, if e to the power y whole into x plus 1 is equal to 1, then you have to prove what? d2y by dx square. Okay. d2y by dx square means y2 equal to y1 square. In second order derivative is square of first order derivative. This is given. Okay. So we are but e to the power y into x plus 1 equal to 1. There are many methods are there to solve this one. Either you take x plus 1 to right hand side, or this one to right hand mean separate x and y, or here also you can directly you take the logarithm. Okay, no problem. So here or e to the power y equal to 1 by x plus 1, then also you can take the derivative. If we take log, log e to the power y into x plus 1 equal to log 1, and log 1 is 0 below. This implies log e to the power y plus log x plus 1, log n plus log n. Now log e to the power y is only y plus log x plus 1 equal to 0. Now differentiating above equation with respect to x, we get it is dy by dx plus derivative of log x plus 1. It is in the form of log x, so first it is 1 by x plus 1 into derivative of x plus 1 is 1. This equal to this. This implies dy by dx equal to how much? You take it to this side, it will be minus 1 by x plus 1. Give it equation number 1. Again you have to find second order derivative. So you write again differentiating 1 with respect to x, we get d by dx of dy by dx equal to, here it is minus 1 into d by dx of 1 by x plus 1. So this is minus 1 into derivative of 1 by x is minus 1 by x square. So derivative of 1 by x plus 1 is minus 1 by x plus 1 whole square, that is 1 by x plus 1 whole square. Okay, this can be written as denominator square is there, numerator is only 1, so it is same as minus 1 by x plus 1, because you see these two are minus 1, this is a by b square is a square by b square, so a square numerator square is 1, these two are same. This implies what is this? It is second order derivative y2. Now what is this? Minus 1 by x plus 1 is dy by dx y1. So now this is y1 square, this is from 1. So here we have proved it. Then question number 17. The question is given as if y equal to tan inverse x whole square. Okay, y equal to tan inverse x whole square. We have to prove this one. Y equal to tan inverse x whole square. We have to prove that x square plus 1 square plus 1 whole square into y2 plus 2x whole into x square plus 1 into y1 equal to 2. This we want to prove. Here prove y equal to tan inverse x whole square. Okay. So dy by dx is d by dx of tan inverse x whole square. Clear? Means 2 tan inverse x into derivative of tan inverse x. This is 1 by 1 plus x square. Here. Now in that question, what I have told, whenever in first order derivative, the right hand side is in p by q form, then always cross multiply. So here it is in p by q, so we will cross multiply. So this implies x square plus 1 into, now dy by dx is what? y1. Okay, equal to 2 tan inverse x. Cross multiply. Now again what we will do? Again we will take the derivative. Now it is suppose 1. Again differentiating both sides of 1 with respect to x, we get d by dx of x square plus 1 y1 equal to 2 into d by dx of tan inverse x. Left hand side what we will use? Product rule. So first derivative of x square plus 1, derivative of x square plus 1 is 2x into second term y1 plus first term into derivative of y1 is how much? y2 direct we will let equal to derivative of tan inverse x direct formula is there 1 by 1 plus x square, so it is 2 by 1 plus x square. Again you see p by q form, so again you go multiply. This implies it is 2x into x square plus 1 into y1 plus it is x square plus 1 whole square into y2 is equal to 2. You see that. So here nothing to do, only go on finding the second order derivative, but keeping in mind that if there is p by q form in RHS always, and if the denominators are same, okay, if denominators are different then don't cross multiply, but if the denominators are same whatever may be the number of terms, then always cross multiply it and then take the second order derivative. And again in the final step, it is again in the form of p by q like this. Okay. So again you cross multiply, then just simplify it and automatically you will reach up to the answer. Here, so this is all about your exercise 5.7, that means derivative of second order. Now students, you practice this question here, maximum question I have solved, remaining question you try, and along with this I will give you the PDF for solution of some important questions. These are not sufficient. So always try to solve some more extra questions on derivative. Okay.